Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Okay, let's start this off. By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry. All characteristics can be further developed without limitations. So, according to what I say, it's going to give me a boost up in whatever area that I'm working on. In this case, the first one is speech. The next one's agility. The next one's vitality and strength. If this is like any other game that I've played, like Skyrim or Fallout 4, speech is a big deal because if your speech gets high, you can talk people into things. You can talk people out of things. You can avoid fighting, things like that. You can barter better. So speech is a big deal. So I think my first one is going to be that.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Okay, so if speech is important, so is agility, vitality, and strength. In this case, I'm not really good with the fighting aspects of games, and so I think I'm going to go with a little more strength to begin with. So let's jump down and do this one here.
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong. I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Alrighty. Well, first things first, I have to go see my father. And then there's other objectives that are going to be lining up here. But I'm in front of Mom right now, so I think I better kind of suck up to Mom.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Okay. Next thing, I'm a young lad, and I'm hungry.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
And though I think I'm soon to find out, we better find out how mad Papa is.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Alrighty. I don't know if I need to, but it's the only thing left. I might as well ask it.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Okay. Okay, let's just go with this one.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the fort on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Okay, that's enough. I gotta get my breakfast and go see my dad. Okay, so I did increase my strength a little bit for the second choice. The movements is WASD as in normal games. Left shift to sprint, space to jump, just like normal. You can walk. I can interact with things using the E key. Down below, we've got our health bar. That's the red part. The yellow, I'm pretty sure, is your stamina. And then, of course, the icon means that maybe I'm hungry. So let's get that taken care of, and then we'll go over some of the game. I think that I'm going to take my time with this game. I love role-playing games. They're my favorite kind of game. And so I want to take my time with this game and figure everything out. I think there's a lot more to it than you might think. So let's just, first of all, she left breakfast out. Let me take what I can take. I'm assuming that I may not get too many other chances to get food, so I'm taking everything I can see. There's some cheese over here. I think that's what she meant by breakfast right there. So we will take that. Now there's soup in there, but I don't know if I can do anything with it. It says eat from pot. Okay, fine. Let's eat from the pot. Okay, and now the hunger bar went away, or the hunger icon. If you notice the icons, they're very specific, so we'll keep our eyes on those. Now you notice that his name is Henry, but she calls him Hal. Mother's prerogative. This must be the larder, or the, yeah, lots of food in there. Alright, let's go get this out of the way. Gotta go see Dad. So far it seems to be a pretty beautiful game. I don't know a lot about it. I have to confess that I did sit up and play the game for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half last night, just to find out if it was a game I might want to record. I definitely want to play it because, as I said, role-playing games are my favorite. So I'm going to be playing this, but I didn't know whether I wanted to start a Let's Play with it and commit myself to a long haul. So let's go talk to our father.
Come here, I need your help. What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Uh-oh. Persuasion. Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. Okay, now the icons, as I said before, are pretty specific. This is the picture of a mouth. You can simply use speech, which, however, is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're talking to. So I'm assuming that since he's mad at me, my reputation isn't too high on his list right at the moment. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big difference in how people respond to you. The next one is cross swords. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and will also be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the deterrent effort of your weapons and equipment, but other things also are taken into account, such as blood stains on your clothes. So if you're all beat up and bloody, people are going to think you're a brawler, so they may kind of stay clear. The next one is a pile of coins. You can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You just have to agree on a persuasive sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping. See trade and haggling. Okay, the next one is horses. In special cases, you can try any of Henry's other skills, e.g. horsemanship. It's not only the manner of persuasion that's important, but also the specific offer, because sometimes it's not enough just to choose according to your highest characteristics. You have to really read what Henry is going to say. So I don't think this is going to be as easy as just picking 1, 2, 3, or 4 in your response to people. Okay, different approaches work on different people. You won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value, but compared with the abilities of his counterpart. You can see the values of the various abilities in the game under the corresponding icons. You can always see your own abilities. Your counterpart's abilities are visible to you if it's someone you know well, or if you're skilled at reading people. Okay, so this is money and the amount you have to pay if you're trying to bribe somebody, I guess, or if you're trading. It's not just about stats, though. The outcome is influenced by other factors. Your reputation, whether you're dirty or bleeding, etc. If you can't outdo the nimble tongue of a merchant, for example, you may want to poison him a little first, and then he will be easier to persuade. Or, if you lead a guard away from his friends, he'll be easier to scare. Interesting. Okay, we have the amount you have to pay is shown in the icon area there. Total speech skill is to the left. Again, it's the icons we saw earlier. The loyalty is charisma, and the total strength skill is the crossed swords. In the bar below there, you see the level of your reputation, and then with your counterpart, in this case, would be a guard. All right. I had to do something. He's not going to buy that, is he? I kind of like this one because at first he's kind of apologizing and being a little bit humble.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Okay, so that objective is complete. Most of the quests can be completed in different ways. Eloquence will help you win friends. An inconspicuous person can totally avoid trouble. And if you'd rather not beat around the bush, violence can also be a solution. Now, you notice there that it's not just you, but the other person. And as you see, my choice was to go with being sorrowful and a little humble. I think had I chosen speech, he would have seen that as me being a little defensive, or maybe a smart mouth. And so with the situation that I was in with my father, I think I did the best thing I could do. And so that's why you have to really be careful. Now, if you remember in Fallout 4, you had 4 ways of answering a question. And one of them might be sarcastic, one might be nasty, one might be friendly and nice. But in the long run, it didn't make any difference which one you chose. There were many, many times where I was sarcastic with somebody or even mean to them, and it made absolutely no difference in the response I got from them. So this game's completely different in that respect. And there's a lot more to it, too. You can find all the information about the quests in the log, and for clarity, they are also indicated on the map, as well as on the compass at the top of the screen. So what they're talking about is, you'll notice the letters up there in the compass. You have C, A, B, such and such and such. If I go to my journal, you'll see those are my quests. The current objective: go to the sword fighting lesson, that's B. Buy a bag of charcoal, that's A. Collect the debt from Kunish, that's C. Pick up the crossguard at the castle, and that is D. And then buy ale at the tavern. I'm assuming that the buy ale is down at the bottom because you heard him say he wants it cold. Yesterday's lesson, though, what's this about now? Unexpected visit. We finally got some fine spring weather, but I still slept late in the morning because I was out celebrating until late in the evening. It was a bit hard getting out of bed in the morning. In the end, the bright sunlight woke me with a little help from my parents. Well, a lot of help from his mom. I went to help Father in the forge as I'd promised him the day before, but first he wanted me to run some errands. I started getting some training in sword fighting from a mercenary who turned up in Skalitz recently. Father and Mother mustn't find out. For some reason, they don't want me to learn to defend myself. I got a bit of a cut in yesterday's lesson, though. We're supposed to meet by the alehouse again today. So that's what we're doing here. Now, normally, I would just go through and read this and skip all this. I tend to do that. I'm the type of person that doesn't read instructions when you buy something that needs to be put together. But I've kind of decided to maybe take my time and really get to know the game if I can. So the next one is I have to go to the market and buy charcoal for Father for the forge, so we can finish the sword. That's pretty straightforward. Great. I've got to get the money from for the other things from Kunish, who owes Father. He's too soft on the drunk. I suppose he feels sorry for Knush since his wife ran off, but I'm damned if I know how I'm supposed to get the money out of him. So there, if I hadn't looked at this, I wouldn't have known anything about Knush or Kanesh. But now I know he's a drunk because his wife left him, or maybe she left him because he's a drunk. That I don't know. I would say probably the latter. Finally, an errand I can actually enjoy. The crossguard for the sword I'm helping Father make has arrived from Sasau, and I've got to go to the castle and pick it up. I probably didn't pronounce that right. And then the next one, it goes without saying, I have to bring the ale to Father. I've been doing this since I was big enough to carry the pitcher. Fresh and cool, as always, to quench the heat of the forge. But I'll have to get this last so it doesn't get warm. So I kind of anticipated that. And so this is your quest log or your journal. We'll come back to that in a minute. This game does have some issues with it already. There's some bugs in it, but they're fixing them quickly. There's been some real crazy graphical glitches, some of them quite humorous. So, okay, there's the charcoal burner. We can talk to him.
The werewolves are at take the silver. Hardly to Kuttenberg. Now its citizens bend their knees to sing.
Okay, so this game's also different in another respect. Like I told you last night, I started this game and played for about an hour. And then this morning I started it back again to see if I could get a second save game going. When I did, at the beginning you saw the cinematic, and you saw Hal's mother walking through the muddy streets. The 3 times I've started the game, that scene was different. And the scene where he's talking to his mother, every time I've done it, it's different scene. It's not the same scene. At one point she was on the right side of the room. On the next time she was on the left side of the room. So it's not the same every time like some games are. The other thing is there's a lot of things that you have to do in a particular fashion or a particular order, and if you don't, you kind of mess the quest up. Also, it's completely open. If I have a quest to get from this fella here, and I accidentally kill him somehow, I'll never be able to get that quest because he's dead and gone and will never come back. And you can kill everybody in the game. I know that sounds bad, but you know what I mean. In a lot of games, the NPCs, you can't hurt them.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitor.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords
What's
as
going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
Oh, I can see trouble.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, how? Are you with us?
And of course, I should say no. But look at this guy. He wants to. You know he does. These are his friends. He's just a kid. He hasn't matured yet. I shouldn't do it, but it sounds kind of fun.
Oh, well. Father can wait a while.
Oh, God. He's
My
in
words
trouble.
Exactly. I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Oh, God. Well, this is a mistake. I know it is. You learned the Western Schism, whatever that is. Pope Benedict, I learned. Okay, so I can go and take a look at all this stuff at some point, and I probably will, but not right now. We have some poo to sling. Discuss the plan of attack with your friends. This seems to be the ringleader. I'll talk to him.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
God. This guy over here reminds me of Dudley from the Harry Potter. All right, so it's this White House, obviously, so, and there must be his wife, since I'm the smart one. Now, why in the heck they have a pile of manure right out in the front? I just don't know, but let's get this over with.
You, Henry.
Yes, hello.
What do you want, lad?
Well, your husband's making trouble. He's talking a lot of smack down by the tavern.
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Nonsense.
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King
Means
Wenceslas
smack.
is a drunkard. That sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
Well,
he might
did
have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Oh, God. Now I'm starting to feel bad. All right, guys. I did my part. The rest is up to you. I can't believe they're doing this. And Hal's the first one. He has to feel the consistency
What are you
of the
waiting for,
poo.
soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Good, clean fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Oh, no. Ow.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
It's on now. Alrighty then, let's just see if we can check this out. Left mouse, slash, strong, slow strike with weapon. Hook, strong, slower hand strike to the head. The right mouse button is stab, faster, weaker weapon strike, and jab, direct hand blow to the face. Okay, then we have F to kick, tab to lock on the opponent and switch to the next opponent. Left shift will unlock. The Q is block. And then, let's see, we've got this star outfit up here that becomes the cursor. You choose the attack from using the up and down and side to side with your mouse. And you can attack from a grayed... You can't attack from a grayed out area. So it has to be either the gold or the red. The red must be the direction you're facing at the time or heading. Your stamina bar is the one that I thought it was, the gold one on the bottom. And the health is the red one. And then, let's see. If you cover yourself badly and your armor is weak, strikes will wound you. Heavy wounds will lead to bleeding, and bleeding will lead to death. The more your health is depleted, the lower your maximum stamina. Okay, so stamina. If an opponent's strike hits your armor or you block it, it will cost you stamina. When your stamina is completely depleted, you won't be able to defend yourself and will be wounded. Attacking will also deplete your stamina, especially when wielding a heavy weapon. So if we actually do nothing and don't block ourselves, it's going to affect our stamina. So it's not just the movement that we make, it's also the non-movement. Then the last thing is your wounds. Icons that notify where you're wounded and if you're bleeding. So in this case, it shows your foot. I believe that, is that your foot or your hand? Must be your foot. All right, here we go. Let's take this guy on. Okay, I'm getting tired.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, I got help now. I'm not doing very good. Don't lock on that guy. Hey, he kicked me. He cries like a girl. All right, let's see. Is this
For God's sake, stop right now. The catch pole is on his way.
Uh-oh, the catch pole. That must be the cops. Go, go, go. Yeah, get out of my way. The catch pole. The player's character and abilities are determined. I missed that. You can always see your health in the red bar. I think we kinda... Oh, Henry routinely heals himself with the aid of food and sleep. For more acute cases, healing potions can be used.
What the hell?
Uh-oh. I accidentally hit the guy and got hurt. Sometimes you have to get to a particular waypoint in a hurry, and if Henry has already been in a certain place, it's not necessary to cover the whole journey again. On the map, you'll see all the places you can fast travel to. So now I know how to fast travel. But again, like I said, you have to be careful interacting with other people. There are consequences.
Greetings, Henry.
You noticed when I accidentally ran into that guy, I actually got hurt. Meet the lads at Kunesh's. Okay, I wonder why I have to meet them there. What's going on? Kunesh is the guy we're supposed to collect money from, so I suppose now that we got that clean fun out of the way, we can go and see what we can do about getting our dad's money from Kunesh. Okay, if we look at the map, Kunesh, let's see, there's charcoal, tavern, collect the debt from Kunesh. Okay, so he is, okay, I'm here, so I've got to go that way. Okay, we can do that. So I have to go this way. Okay, if we look at the
Lord watch over you, Henry.
right here, C. So this must be his place here.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Oh, he's a nice one. Father sent me for money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Okay, so I have two choices here: pay the lot or else. I don't want to jump right into being, you know, a fight. So let's see if he'll at least pay for the tools, if not the past debt.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
What? I can say you can expect a visit from Father, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Let's see if we can try something else first. We can either try charisma on him, or we can start the fight. Pay, you drunkard. Let's try to talk ourselves out of it first. But first of all, yeah. See, I can't read Kunesh. I can't read him, so I have no idea what is the best thing to do. So I'm going to try to talk him out of it.
Look, I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off. Booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore.
Didn't
How
work.
dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
Oh, great. Here we go. Oh, jeez! He fights dirty. What? Okay, I'm not doing very good. Ow! Doggone it. Okay, let me get back. Okay, forward. Damn it! Okay. There went my stamina. Damn it! He always gets that kick in first. Ow! Jeez! Alright. This isn't working out very good. Wow, he's pretty good for a drunk.
Sod it!
Okay, back off. Back off.
You know how this one ends.
God dang it, I'm hurt. Am I hurting him at all? I don't think so. Alright, this isn't working out very good. I'm hurt. Well, I lost that one.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Alright, well, it looks like I need a little bit of practice. Serious wounds to parts of the body will significantly affect your capabilities. You can't run with injured legs. Wielding a sword isn't easy with a broken arm, etc., etc. That was pitiful. I let a drunk beat me up. Oh, what can I do? Alright, let's see what I can do. Unexpected visit. Well, I wonder if my friends would help me. Because I'm hurt. I can barely walk. I'm all bloody. Hey guys, help me out. I just got my ass kicked. I helped you guys out.
Oof. He's gone. Fucking Dutch.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Alright. Nice job on the Dutch's place. I suppose I could go that route, but I'm asking for help. I'm hurt.
We've sorted out Deutsch. Now I've got someone else to deal with.
Another beating? Count me in.
Kunesh owes money to my father, but he won't pay. I'll have to shake it out of him.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Oh my god. He's beat all to hell and it's my fault.
Hey, watch it.
He ran right into me. It's my fault. I can't walk. I'm hurt so bad. I'm going to let them do the fighting. I can't believe I let a drunk beat me up.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you. What is it?
Oh, sorry.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a cat's hole? Just try it, you drunk.
Here we go. Get him. Don't come after me. I've had enough. These guys are going to fight for me. Alright, well. Well, at least I leveled up a little better. Maybe I can...
Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
All right. He gave me his keys. Hey, my buddies just ran off after that. That was great. At least I got the last lick in. I don't feel too bad. And I did, my warfare went up a little bit, so I feel better. Let me take this axe. Well, never was his axe. He didn't pay for it. We got the key to his house for a reason, so let's go in and check that out.
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of it.
That's right. Don't you forget it. I'm not telling anybody I get help. I'm going to tell everybody I did it myself. All right, what do we got in here? Absolutely nothing. All right. What's in here? I can barely walk, and I got blood all over me. Look at my eyesight's all bloody. Eat from the pot. Oh, that should help. That should help a little bit. What else we got? What's this? Oh, this is what we need the key for. Alright, we're taking everything. Okay, find something at Kunesh is worth selling. That was it. Let's get out of here before somebody sees us and we get all embarrassed. I mean, look, he got beat up and he looks just fine. I'm the one that's all bloody. I wonder if I should go see my mama first and have her fix me up, because I can barely walk. Is it raining? It is raining. Alright, well, let's see. We've got, gosh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go see Mama and have her fix me up. That's embarrassing. Good news. I did gain some experience, so maybe the next time I get in a fight, I can do a little bit better. Maybe. Remember at the first of the game, I told you I wasn't very good at that? The fighting part? That's why I took strength in the first place. Maybe I should have took all strength instead of speech and strength. And if you can't go home to Mom and have you fix you up, what can you do? Come on. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can sneak by and my dad won't see me. All right, now, I think I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll have Mom fix me up. Now, here's the thing. You can't just save the game willy-nilly. You have to wait for a particular event to happen, and then it saves your game automatically. So, I may or may not be able to save exactly when I want to. But I will try to keep these a reasonable amount of time. So, I hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next episode.